Kloster Andechs Weissbier Dunkel.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Celebrity Squares. What the fuck am I talking about? Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I have got a bottle of Kloster Andechs Weissbier Dunkel. Yes, yet another Weissbier from Bavaria. I don't care, I love the stuff. And this is quite a special one because it's been going, or this monastery, it's a Benedictine monastery, it has been going since 1455. Now it's really weird, I was looking up, because I'm a fucking sad bastard, I've got no life. Yesterday I was looking up the oldest companies in the world. Most of them are Japanese, and they date back to like 800, 500 AD and things like that. There's a builder, I think the oldest company in the world is a Japanese builder from 500 AD or something like that. But there was Zildjian. I don't know if any musicians out there, but Zildjian, they make cymbals. The Istanbul, they're based in Turkey, the Istanbul cymbal making company, they're one of the oldest companies in the world. And I was surprised at the amount of German breweries. They had Weltenberg on there as the oldest from 1056, I think it was, or around, it was 10 something anyway. I didn't see Weihenstephaner on there, which was unusual because them two have a bit of a spat at the moment, you know, well not at the moment but for years, as to who's the oldest. But these ain't doing too bad at 1455, and they're a monastery. They do you know, there's pilgrimages that go there. You know, religion really isn't my thing, but they've got relics there from Roman times that were brought, not Roman times, but brought from Rome during the, I think it was the Holy Roman Empire. They brought relics there, and they have lots of pilgrimages there and stuff like that. So it's quite an interesting place, but they brew beer. And that's basically what funds the monastery. So, and they do make a point about, you know, quality control, organic ingredients are at the top of the list. Now that's just for them to survive. So when you've got a monastery that needs to survive simply on the sale of beer, or you've got a company, I think there's a little bit more urgency if you're trying to preserve a monastery, so you're going to get things right. I tried a couple of Andechs beers before. I tried their Wheatbeer, which Wheatbeer, I'm not sure whether you're aware, but it's a German beer. It's brewed basically as a tax dodge. How does that work? It's something to do with the ingredients and the strength of the alcohol. But basically, you know, the higher the alcohol, the more you get taxed, and a certain amount of ingredients you get taxed on it as well. So Wheatbeer is basically a tax dodge. It cuts out the stuff that gets taxed. And it was quite nice. I've got the bottle down there somewhere. Tried the Weissbier. Weissbier was okay. It wasn't amazing. It was just okay. So now I've got the dark stuff. I'm going to try this. Dark Weissbier is one of my favourites. So let's stop gassing and let's get this open. Right, I've got this from Beers of Europe. Now, one thing I do like about this brewery is the logo that they've got there. And that translates Genus for Liebe and Seele, which basically means pleasure for the body and the soul. Now that, to me, cannot be fucking argued with. It's a half-litre bottle, 500ml, and it's 5%. And as I say, it is a dark Weissbier, and the ingredients are water, malted barley, wheat, and that's, I say, that's all about it. Oh yeah, they've got hops as well in there. Anyway, I am rambling. Let's get this open and see what's going on. There's the Andechs cap, gold cap with the Andechs logo. There you go, Lois. Right, on the nose, out of the bottle. Lovely. Caramel, malt, banana and clove esters, Bavarian cheesy feet. And it smells nice. Them malts that are coming through, it's getting that smoky bacon aroma on it again, which I think is crack cocaine in Bavaria, because it is so addictive. It is absolutely gorgeous that them malts that they use. And it was at this point that he realised that he hadn't put his mic on. Let me fill this out. Now let me get the mic on first. Where's the fucking mic? Oh, there it is. See, this is what happens when you get old. You start losing your fucking marbles. And when you get as old as me, there's no fucking excuse. You're fucking old. So, there you go. Right. Get the rest of it. Give it a little wiggly wig. Get that in there. And it looks like a very nice dunkel. Dark brown. Foamy 3-finger head. Like a German chocolate cornetto. What are we getting out of glass? Oh, that smells absolutely gorgeous. Nice, sweet Bavarian Munich malt, banana and clove esters. A little touch of spice on there too. That smells really good. I wouldn't expect anything less from Bavaria. Look at that. Look, that is a sign of a good head. He said good head. Look at that. Looks absolutely lovely. Look at that head. Look. Fucking lovely. Right, let's get it down the hatch. Zum Wohl, as they say in Germany. Fucking hell, that was all head I got me got there. And that's really nice. There is a touch of caramel malt on that. There is masses of banana and clove. I'm getting spice on the back end now. I can feel that. It's like pepper, like black pepper. And there's that Bavarian malt, you know, the lovely, smoky, sweet malt flavour that you get from all them good Bavarian beers. Carbonation is slightly coarse on it. Quite abrasive. Oh, and then on that spicy note, you're also getting like a lot of caramel, like thick, smoky, almost smoky type caramel. That's really nice. Really good. I think the only thing that lets it down slightly is the abrasive carbonation. I've got to clean up here because we've had Maureen, we've had a spillage in aisle 4. I don't know how the fuck that's happened, but yeah. Yeah, the only thing that's letting this down is the coarse carbonation. I'm sure if I left that for a few more minutes, that it would calm down and it would be super smooth. I do get that slightly abrasive carbonation on the back of the tongue, which it does put me off slightly. Now, the biggest offender for that is Erdinger. That is, for me, that's undrinkable shit. I've got a bottle of it here, which I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to fucking drink it. I may throw it over someone. I'll tell you what I'll do. When that fucking bell end comes past on that scooter, I'll chuck this at him. I won't really. But that's all it's good for, really. I don't like Erdinger at all. And what really puts me off is the carbonation. This is nowhere near as bad, but it's slightly coarse, and it tends to put me off. But having said that, everything else is absolutely spot on. I cannot fault the flavour at all. It's not as sweet as some of the darks or the dunkels that I've tried from other, Paulaner, their dunkel is quite sweet. Schneiderweiss, the dunkel is quite sweet as well. That is not as sweet, but it's okay, but I don't think it's up there with the best of them. So what's the verdict? Yeah, it's a solid dunkel. I've got no real gripes with it. The only things are the carbonation. Look, I don't know if you can see that, but you can still see the carbonation going for it. Usually that doesn't translate to the mouthfeel, but it does a bit on this, and it gives it like an abrasive feel in the mouth, and I'm not keen on that at all. But aside from that, the flavours are there. It's just a good solid dunkel. I'll give that an 8 out of 10. I don't think it's outstanding, it's just, it does what it should. Would I recommend it? I'm like this with Weissbier when I recommend it. I will say there's better darks out there, but if you got offered this, or this was all you could get, there's nothing wrong with it. I think if you're out on the piss and you just want a nice, refreshing, tasty drink, this will go down really well. So yeah, 8 out of 10, and I'd recommend it. And remember, beer is working class champagne.